If you're on the market for a cheap laptop, I suggest that you consider getting a used business class machine. In my own experience, consumer laptops are just not designed to last. It's not unheard of that in a couple of years, your hinges will wear out, your backlights malfunction, keys begin to pop out, and the ribbon cable going from the monitor to the main board begins to wear out. These same issues are generally not true in business class laptops. Your ThinkPads, your ProBooks, Latitudes, and EliteBooks are incredible builds. Businesses, governments, and militaries need computers that are guaranteed to work and are easily repairable. But what happens when these organizations upgrade? The old machines flood the consumer market at incredibly cheap prices. We're going to take a look at my ProBook 4720S as an example. I bought it a year ago for 100 euros. Now it's a 7-year-old laptop. You might think for a laptop that old, the specs are going to be terrible. This is definitely not going to be a top-of-the-line gaming machine. But just wait a bit and I'll come back around to this. First off, you'll notice that I took off the Blu-ray drive and sold it for about 30 euros. I can't remember the last time I ever used optical media, and in this day and age there really is no need for it. Many new laptops don't even come with a drive. Then I went ahead and upgraded the DDR3 RAM to 8 gigabytes for about 15 euros. So you can say that I got a fully functional laptop for a total of about 85 euros. Now, let's get back to the specs. I've gone ahead and loaded up 3 similar 500 euro and under laptops on sale right now. A 17-inch Acer Aspire for 400 euros, a 17-inch HP Notebook for 500 euros, and a smaller 13-inch Lenovo EduBook in case you're in the market for something smaller and reasonable, which is also 500 euros. Let's start. My laptop has a first generation i5 M460. This happens to be nearly 3 times faster than the Celeron N3050 found in the Acer, 25% faster than the A8-7410 found in the HP, and it's right on par with the i3 5005U found in the EduBook. Interesting, isn't it? My HP has a 500 gig hard disk drive, just like the Acer Aspire, while the HP has me beat with a 1 terabyte hard drive, and the EduBook has opted for a 128 gig SSD. And I could go on and on and on. I admit it lags behind in its GPU. The dedicated GPU on the 4720S is still behind even modern day integrated Intel HD graphics. The thing to remember is that this of course won't affect your general performance in any way. But do keep in mind you likely won't be playing the latest games on it. That's the trade-off I personally made. If you want to get a faster GPU, there are plenty of used business class PCs that'll meet your needs. You do have to remember, there's plenty of professionals that need high performance GPUs to do AutoCAD. Batteries do age. Mine gets about 2 to 3 hours on a charge. All the laptops I've shown get roughly 4 hours. So I'm not that far behind. And if I really needed more battery life, I could always get a new battery. 2 to 3 hours of battery life is plenty for me to edit video while I'm sitting on the subway. To the point. You can either pay 400 to 500 euros on a brand new laptop, or instead you might be able to find something comparable or even faster on the used business class market. In my case, my laptop only came out to 85 euros. But remember, don't forget about build quality. If you really use your laptop, if you carry it around every day, if you travel with it, consider that consumer laptops are generally not built for heavy use. Business class laptops are. The keyboard on the 4720S is built to last. It's comfortable, and even though it's 7 years old, it still types very fluidly. The touchpad is smooth, recognizes multi-touch gestures, and can be easily disabled. Hinges are solid, and they show no signs of letting up anytime soon. On the left-hand side of my 4720S, you have an ancient VGA out, Gigabit Ethernet, HDMI out, an express card slot, an eSATA/USB 2 combo port, and another USB port. Unfortunately, you're not going to be getting USB 3 or C if that's something that you're specifically looking for. On the front, we have a card reader and a 3.5mm audio port, but I think Apple's been telling us we don't need those anymore. Normally on the right-hand side, there'd be a Blu-ray drive that I've removed and sold. On this side, you'll also find 2 USB ports and a power port. A fingerprint reader for security, HP drive guard to prevent damage to the hard disk drive from impacts and drops, a beautiful 17-inch display with bright, vibrant colors along with speakers loud enough to enjoy a video or two with friends and family. It is honestly an elegant and well-designed notebook with a brown aluminum finish that I've enhanced with a select amount of hacking stickers. The airflow actually comes in through the keyboard, which means that you can lay the laptop on your bed or on a couch with little worry that it'll overheat. It's an incredible laptop that has stood the test of time. I'm not telling you to buy an HP ProBook 4720S. What I'm telling you is if you're in the market for a sub €500 laptop, you'll do magnitudes better looking at the used business class market. I'll admit, this isn't for everybody. A little tech know-how goes a long way. You might need to wipe a drive or reinstall an operating system. You may need to invest in small upgrades and install RAM or an SSD. None of these tasks are that difficult to learn, but it can be daunting for the first timer. But if you can get over these hurdles, you'll be left with a machine that simply won't let you down. I only have one gripe with my ProBook, and that is, even though ProBooks are designed to be easily repairable, they take a few more steps to actually open up and get into. We can remove the screws off the back, then we remove the battery off the bottom, along with the screws hidden below it. Then we can remove the top panel by sliding it up and away. Then you unscrew the keyboard and lift it up to find the RAM. You can then unscrew the bottom panel, slide it to the right, up and away, to reveal the hard disk drive. It's a few more steps than I'd like, but it all slides in and out of place perfectly. That's my thoughts on low-end laptops and why you should consider buying used. Savings can often be significant for something that performs better, is stronger, and robust. If you liked this video, please press like. If you dislike this video, please press dislike. Remember to leave me feedback in the comments. Please let me know what type of videos you want to see next. If you enjoyed this type of video, I will make more. Do share, do subscribe if you haven't, and do have a good day, a good night, a good morning, no matter where you are in the world. Bye bye.